That's the only thing about these mics. That's the only thing about these mics. You got to be on point. Thank you, man. I was just yapping away too. Appreciate that, man. Who is that? My boy Exrillion. I'm gonna make him a mod, man. That's a smart dude. Stanner. I'm gonna make my boy a mod. I appreciate that. Thank you. Can you guys hear me now? Can you? Okay, great, great, great. So yeah, so somebody was asking about oatmeal, and so I used to eat oatmeal for like 37 years of my life every single day. Now they saying it's bad, so we don't know what to consume, right? And then somebody asked, well, it was the same question. But I said, you got to go off how you feel. Whatever you eat, it's going to tell you if it's good for your body or not. Like me, I never did well with beef. And so it would just mess up my stomach and I would have to go poop and it was bad, right? So I didn't like hamburgers much or anything with beef. I definitely didn't like steaks. So anyway, I would force feed myself that stuff, but I always had gastrical problems. So I learned later on in life that I'm type A blood type. So type A blood types, we don't have strong enough stomach acid to digest red beef. And so I didn't learn that until like a year or two ago. I was already 48, 49 when I learned that, right? So it made sense. And so I was saying that prime example is I moved to Las Vegas in 2016 from LA, from Burbank to be exact. I live in Burbank, California for 6 years, and I moved to Las Vegas in 2016. And so when I went out there, I felt like fucking death, bro. Like, and I learned that because I'd never seen a place where on the weather, on the news, they would have the air quality. You know what I mean? And so in Vegas, they had every morning on the news what the air quality was. It was always horrible. It was always red, right? And so because I felt so shitty, I was consuming like no cap 1,000 milligrams of caffeine a day minimum, bro. Anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of caffeine just to get a workout in. And so after a couple of months of doing that, all of a sudden I started getting hemorrhoids. And I never had a hemorrhoid in my life. I didn't know what it was. I was scared to death. And what happened, I remember the first one came, it swelled up, right? It was there, I felt it. And then like on the second day, third day, maybe it always happened like this too when they would come. On like the second day, it would start swelling, right? And then it was like I'd be limping. I couldn't walk, right? Then the third day, it'll be so painful, it's crazy, right? But I still be trying to get around, working out and stuff. Then I go home, and this was a process for almost, bro, it had to be like 6 months before I caught on what was going on. So I was going through this like when I'm gonna tell y'all, I was going through this like every 3 days, right? And so I'll never forget the first one that just did that. At first, I felt a little bump on my asshole, whatever. I'm like, oh, what the hell is that? And then the next day, it was a little more painful. Then all of a sudden that evening, it started swelling. And I would I'd be like, what the fuck is that? I thought I had to go to the hospital. Then I would lay down. And then I'd be in so much pain, it'd be throbbing, right? And then usually I would fall asleep because I'd be in so much pain. It was weird. And then when I wake up, it'd be gone. And then the first time I felt it, it was like blood and pus everywhere, right? I know this wigging y'all out before I do the fruit. But I'm just saying that to say that after that started happening, I ignored the caffeine. I tried to alter everything else. I was like, oh, it must be the sodium. And I never put salt on none of my food. But I made sure anybody, like my wife, or I go to restaurants, I'd be, hey, don't put no salt on nothing. I thought it was a salt, right? And so I stopped eating chicken. I stopped eating definitely beef. And all I was eating was ground turkey and white rice every meal for like 6 months. But it kept going on, right? And so finally I sat and thought, I'm like, man, the only other thing I'm consuming is caffeine, right? And so I'm like, man, I'm about to cold turkey caffeine. And so, bro, I went cold turkey, no caffeine, and I was at 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams a day. I went through headaches, no cap, bro, like a month, right? Because you got to think, I was doing caffeine up to that point for a few years. You know, I had my own supplement, the hyphy mud and all that. And so I stopped caffeine, they went away. And so I'm saying that to say a lot of you guys ignore the signs your body telling you. If you eat something and you get gastric problems, it's not for you. If you eat something, you get inflamed like me. If I eat sugar, cookies, anything like that, my fucking feet and ankles, I'm talking about, it's like the clumps. Yeah, I could be eating it right now and my feet just be like this. Foo, foo, foo. It's wild, bro. So I can't eat nothing processed or I'm done. If I do, I already know I'm gonna have to pay the price. Then I'm gonna have to fast the week. That's why fasting was easy for me because my body regulated. Like all my feet, ankles, any edema, that shit went away. And I got, of course, super shredded in the process. So that's why I'm a super advocate of fasting because you go autophagy and your body will heal itself. So guys, today, I just got into that rant because somebody asked me a question. So today, for those that's new here, thank you for the dono. You are on Inner Gear. No, I'm on T-Boost. So guys, bro, like I tell people, I got buff as a kid at 19. I just have immaculate genetics, bro. If I'm on juice, I wouldn't been this weight I've been the same weight for a year now. And I don't want to risk getting on juice because, you know, I know it was food that I had the heart attack, eating crappier all my fucking life. Even in bodybuilding, and even when we say we dieting, you still eating a shit ton of rice and, you know, caffeine and, you know. But anyway, where was I? So we about to do the miracle juice, guys. For those that's new, this is a juice I actually learned from Yaki Awaken. Shout out to him. He called it geogenetic. Greg Plitt. Yeah, it's funny you say that. Me and Greg talked about 2 hours the day before he died. I got the goosebumps now. Woo! I feel you, Greg. Dang, I never had goosebumps like that. Yeah, so me and Greg Plitt, we talked 2 hours at the gym the day before he died, man. And so that was a great friend of mine, and I lived right by the train tracks. And every time I would pass by there, I would hear his voice saying something to me. And so, yeah, man, it's crazy. Do I got that video? I wonder if I got that video on YouTube, me and Greg talking that day. And it's funny you say that because just last week I was on his Instagram. So that means he spoke through you, man. Yeah. Rest in peace, Greg, man. For those who don't know Greg Plitt, man, he was like a special ops dude. He was like David Goggins. Before David Goggins made his impact on the world. Like Greg Plitt was like David Goggins. He was jumping out of helicopters. How he died was he was doing a commercial for his energy drink. And he was trying to race a train. And the train sucked him in. And all his videographers was there. They saw that shit and everything, man. That had to be a gory sight, man. But yeah, guys, so today we have, like I was saying, I got this juice from Yaki Awaken. I just added a few ingredients of my own, like pineapple, ginger. Well, no, he have ginger in his. I think the only thing I added in was pineapple. And so what it consists of is pineapple, we have cucumbers, we have apples, and I added more stuff to it. So we got celery, I added more ingredients. The same thing, more ingredients. We have lemon. Greg inspired me, Jim 2012. Great for sure, Matthews. We have parsley, cilantro, and if anybody want to get my attention, you want to comment or ask me something, just drop a super chat. So that's all we have here: pineapple, cucumber, green apples, lemons, celery, cilantro, parsley, and yeah, did I say pineapple? So what I'm gonna do is, because these apples, I don't trust them, I see some white film on them, I am going to peel the skin, guys. And then I got a great talk I want to have with you guys today. Make sure everybody that's here, you click on those 3 dots over there and hit that thumbs up, man. Let's get in the algorithm. We've been having some fantastic live streams. I took a break for, I think, a few days. Excuse me. I took a break for a few days, but I did juice, but I just didn't live stream for a few days because I just have a ton going on, man. My time is super tight. And so I love doing this because I'm a juice anyway. So I'm like, why not interact with my people and give them some knowledge, wisdom, give you guys some value from me and let you know that I'm here as an OG, man, not just to be, on here just trying to entertain and get views, even though that's nice. But that's not my objective no more. So first we go do the apples, and I had this apple peeler here. You guys can get this on Amazon. It's a great tool when you need to peel your apples and decor it. Only thing I don't like, it has some flaws. I need to make one of these, man, to where it stick on the table better, and this though gets some type of film on it. So today I want to talk to you guys about not quitting, man. It's like, don't you dare quit, man. I know somebody out here, God have me doing this message today because I know a lot of you guys want to quit. You want to quit at life. You want to quit at your job. You want to quit working out. You want to quit your relationship. You want to quit a lot of stuff, right? And I'm here to tell you, don't quit, bro. Like, we need everybody in here to be winners. You understand me? We living in a new day and time where there's no reason for everybody not to be a winner. So when I first learned not to quit, I was a kid that wanted to get muscles, right? Because of sports. And so I prayed to God every day. I was an avid church goer. I would go to church every Wednesday night and then every Sunday morning. My pastor lived right next door to me, Mr. K, rest in peace. And so I had my own Sunday to preach every 4th Sunday, I believe. Yeah, I always get 3rd and 4th Sunday mixed up. Every 4th Sunday it was my day at the church to preach. And so shout out to everybody. So we peeling these apples first, a decor them. And so I had my own Sunday. So I was a hardcore church guy when I was a kid, man. And so I never forget. I wanted to get jacked because my uncle, he was jacked. He was swole to me as a kid. So that was the first, you talking about, I'm seeing my uncle as soon as I'm born. So that was what a man was supposed to look like to me. Muscular and, he had a beard, handsome. He looked like how I look right now just when I wear my beard. That's what my uncle looked like. Same complexion, everything. And so even though my mother, y'all see her, she looked like an Indian, light-skinned Indian. Because I am Cherokee. My mother 25%, I'm 12%. So I could get some money if I want to. I started the process, but let me not get to that. But so when I was a kid, I was praying to God to get me jacked, right? And God spoke to me the first time in my life, said if I work for it, I would get it. Whatever I work for, I will get, right? No cap, bro. God spoke to me. That was the first time in my life. And that was one of two times. The second time was like 2 years ago. But anyway, so I did what God said. I put my head down and I started reading muscle magazines and I learned how to get buff. And so in 90 days, I was buff. So that was my first, how can I say? That was my introduction into learning that whatever I put my mind to and put the work in, I would achieve it, right? That was the first time, and you figure as a kid, when you figure that out or experience that as a kid, you believe in God, firstly, and you believe in your own powers, right? Because it says we are in the likeness of God. And so as a kid, when that happened, I was 12 years old. I was like, wow, anything I pray for and anything I work for, I will achieve it. And so I was always, a believer in God because of that. And so, that was my first example of working hard, never quitting, because I could have quit at a week. I could have quit at 2 weeks, like most of you guys. If you start a workout routine, most of y'all stop in a week or 2 weeks, a month, right? And working out should be number one in your life, guys. Because health, it used to sound cliche. Health is wealth. People hear that and, you hear it, but you don't really be conscious of it. It just sounds like a cliche, right? Until you're on your back, looking up at people in white coats working on you, giving you surgery, cancer, heart attack, bad liver, diabetes, you need an implant, transplant. We don't believe until we in that hospital, right? That's all of us, bro. I mean, it's a select few people. It's a select few people. Yeah, it's a select few people. Hold on. I told her already what I'm doing. So it's a select few people that God give a wisdom to learn from others' mistakes, right? But there's a lot, it's far and few, right? Usually it's the people, y'all know kids, when we be like, oh, they've been here before. Those usually are those people. So health is number one. If you're not taking care of your health, you're not on the ball. And it's just simple as that. You know what I mean? And that goes what you consume. And that's why I do these live streams to show you guys and to motivate you, inspire you to get healthy. You know what I mean? You talking to a guy, I ate crappy all my life and didn't know no better. I was ignorant to the nutrition I was putting in my body. Now with social media, nobody has an excuse. Oh, I put that in the wrong one. Nobody has an excuse, man. I wonder if I should do this. Let's do this. I'm going to do a batch right now, guys. So I'm going to move this camera over here. And so this juicer right here is the Nama J2, guys. Right now, I believe it's on sale for like $500. But I have other juicers on my TikTok that does the same thing, less expensive. So yeah, guys, so let me see. Can I still do this? I'm gonna peel apples. I'm gonna close that, let it fill up. I'm gonna do the apples still. So yeah, guys, health is wealth. Take care of your health. And for all the parents out there, hey, don't be giving your kids all this dead food, man. You know what I mean? I be even on my wife. Like, bro, you got to give them fruit, veggies, not just no damn In-N-Out burger and fucking because everybody think kids' metabolism different, and it's not. They say in America and other countries that nowadays kids are showing sign of blockage in their arteries at a young age. And I truthfully, like me, they say it take 20 years for you to get an artery clogged. But now it's super fast because mostly, especially when people eat nothing but processed food. So we're going to do this dump right here, guys. Pure apple juice right there, baby. Pure apple juice right there. If you go do it right. Don't be drinking on that Mott's and all that fake shit, man. Y'all got to think. We as the people, we got the power, man. You got to think. If you stop drinking Mott's and all this fucked up shit, excuse my French, guess what they go do? They go adhere to what the people want. They go adhere to what we want if we stop buying all that BS. So we have the power, man. It's just we got to take action. And I feel that hold on, why did I do that? It's not close. Oh, I'm glad I caught that before we did that. So I'm gonna pull this to the side. So yeah, guys, we got the power, man. So start doing your family right, man. It starts with you, man. All you gotta do is do what's right by you and your family. Bam. So we got 4 more apples. Apples usually take the longest when I have to peel them like this. So bam, back to what I was talking about. So hold on, give me a sec. So yeah, I was talking about me as a kid. So that's when I learned that, don't quit. And that's what I recommend to you guys, man. At whatever you're doing, don't quit, man. Unless it's a job, that you elevated from or something like that. But when it comes to your body, physique, you got to work out. Like me, I could have quit as a youngster. As a kid, I started getting migraines to the point of strokes. And I would get them mostly when I worked out. And so I could have stopped working out. I could have used that as an excuse to stop working out. But no, guess what I did? I doubled down. And I used to talk to God. I used to be like, God, if you go take me, take me. I'll be working out with a migraine. My vision would go. My whole left side would get numb. And I'll be like, if you go take me, God, just take me, man. Because I'm going to stay working out. That's how I used to talk to God. And I just kept doing it, bro. I just kept working out, even though, like I say, it was always the workout that would ignite. It'd been like, I could count on one hand how many times I got a migraine without working out. And that was just like, baby, and I can remember them vividly to this day. It was only like 3 times in my life that happened, where I had a migraine without working out. But 90%, 97% of the time, it was after I worked out. And so I could have quit working out, but I didn't. And, the results got me to where I am today. You know what I mean? So that was a blessing. So don't quit, man. Even if you're going through a little turmoil or adversity, hey, this life, I could tell you, bro, can be over with in a flash. And that's a problem that most of us have. We don't think about death. Like, I've always thought about death because my uncle died when I was young. When I was 10, my older brother unalived himself when I was 18, a senior in high school. And then, I heard stories of my uncle getting drowned and seen all like friends by me or lived by me getting killed. And so I seen death at a young age. So I never ignored death. Like I always thought I was gonna die young. So I know a lot of you guys, you take it for granted. Like you don't, you move like as if you're gonna be here forever. You gotta take action, man. You gotta be, what's the word I'm looking for? Urgent. Everything needs to be urgent. Don't wait. Like people be asking 10-year, what's your 10-year, what's your plans in 10 years, 5 years, 10 years, 15? My plan is like tomorrow. I need it now. I need to have my kids wealthy, because in the Bible, God say that every man need an inheritance for his children's children. Like, and that applies to all of us. God ordained that in all the books of God, man. Like, every man is supposed to have a inheritance for his children's children. So, me being the age I am now, I'm like, damn, I wasted a lot of time. Even though I felt like I was in school that whole time learning, and now I can execute what really I'm learning, but I'm like, damn, it is what it is. I'm excited. I seen that Kentucky Fried Chicken, even though this is a bad example because they feeding poison down, but Kentucky, he was 50 when he hit, man. He was the same age as me. Even though I hit when I was in my mid 30s, 35, 36, I started getting popular on the internet or whatever. So we got that. So don't quit, man. That's what it's about, man. And so also, like I say, with the migraines, and also, in bad situations, I already know you guys know, especially in prison. I hate to use the example, but that was a huge part of my life. That was a learning ground for me. It was like college for me, where I learned people and how to deal with the worst type of people on the planet. If you was a quitter in prison, you get devoured, man. You either lose your mind, which I didn't even know a lot of people whacking themselves in prison. I knew dudes on death row was happy than a motherfucker. And I come to the streets, people talk about, oh, I'm depressed. I'm depressed. How? You on the streets? You can screw, you can make money, you can have fun, bro, what you talking about? It just, same with my brother that unalived himself. I still to this day, that happened, 32 years ago. I still can't comprehend it. This dude was the most immaculate dude I ever knew in my life to this day. He ironed his clothes every night, hair, waves was on point, handsome, looked like me, just a little darker. But he had more charisma than me. Everybody loved him. Just a valedictorian. He got a full scholarship to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo as an electrical engineer. Like, bro, you unalive yourself? And that, it just go blow my mind to the day I die, man. I just can't comprehend it. But anyway, so, like I say, in bad situations, like how I was in prison, whatever, if you a quitter, you go get ate alive. Everybody go see you as a quitter, and they go come and test your will, man. So you definitely, I learned in there, and even though I learned before there, because I was a football, wrestling, track captain. I was a youth pastor. I was in the fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha. Now that was crazy. That if anybody wanted, it was like about 5 fools quit when I was pledging fraternity. They couldn't handle the little mental games and the little they had them paddles. They was smacking you. They couldn't handle it. Thank you, Reaper. Life is better to spend it as free bad and not a jailbird, of course. But that was the experience. You can't, bro. I was the same way. Believe me. I told a story last stream where that's a lot of arrogance with that comment you said, because I was the same way. And I told the story of me and my friends looking up at the jail across from Mexicali Roast, a restaurant in Oakland. And I was the cocky one, like you just said that. I said, oh, I ain't never gonna be in jail. Them fucking jailbirds, those nothing ass motherfuckers. And I'm the only one that ended up in prison. So don't get cocky, bro, because somebody could home invade you, do anything, and you got to defend yourself, and you could be in jail. So don't get cocky like that, bro, because you could be you probably drink, smoke weed, fall asleep at the wheel, hit somebody. Bro, don't get cocky like that, man. You said that like you the perfect specimen. So yeah, I did it, and I ended up in jail. So don't get cocky like that, bro. I was that guy. I was the youngster that was most likely to succeed. Had all these schools with scholarships, and I said that dumb shit, and like you just did, and I ended up in prison with a 7-year stretch. So yeah, man. Hey, be careful how you speak, man, because some people in prison, because they had to protect their family or do something honorable. So yeah, don't get like that, man. You got to change your perspective on that. Everybody in prison now, 90% of people I met in prison belong in there, but there are some special cases. Even me, I belonged in there. So yeah, guys, we're doing the cucumbers right now. But thanks for the dono, man. But watch your arrogance and your cockiness, brother. I've been there, I know. So yeah, guys, so even with bodybuilding, when I got into bodybuilding, I remember, the thing that got me addicted to bodybuilding. Let's see, another dono. They need to read your book. Thank you, Micah, Fast and Foodie. Thank you, much love. So yeah, guys, so even when I started bodybuilding, the thing that got me to liking bodybuilding is that I won my first show. I won out of 25 guys. Nowadays, you do a show, you only go up against another guy, 2 guys, whatever. But when I did the show back in 2009, Orange County Classic, excuse me, excuse me, I won out of 25 guys. And that was like me shooting dice when I was young. I had beginner's luck. I won the first time, so I got addicted. So that's where my addictions come in. When I win or I, basically when I win at something, when I first do it, I'm like, oh, this is it right here. So that happened with me with bodybuilding, but I wasn't winning overall for a couple of shows. And so, I started getting a little frustrated. I was winning my weight category, but not the overall show. And so, I could have quit. I'm like, oh, the politics or what? You know how people get negative because they don't get what they want. So I said, nah, I'm going to learn the game. I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm going to win this shit. And so what happened was, me being a wiser fella, after, all my life experiences, I seen it was a game. Thank you for the 5. Oh, it's not my intention to feel arrogant. Promise to not end in U.S., to not end up in the system. I guess I know what you're saying. But yeah, that was arrogant, what you said. Don't, backtrack on what you said. You know what I mean? Like, I said I wasn't going to end up in the system, and I ended up in the system. I did. You know what I mean? You get in a predicament, man. You don't know what the future holds. I knew pastors in there, policemen, lawyers. I knew doctors in there, everything. What you talking about? Like I say, brother, if somebody come in your house right now and threatening your family, what you gonna do? Exactly. So if you in a state or country where they don't have stand your ground or you shot them the wrong way or something, you got to go to jail. What do you be? That's anybody and everybody that's on this damn right here watching. So yeah, just like I see happen to my boy on here. Like, you got, what do you mean? So guys, we doing the cucumbers right now. So I'm gonna dump them in here. I'm trying to give you guys a view of everything. So yeah, in bodybuilding, I just played the game. I didn't quit. I seen that the top guys that was winning was talking to the judges, and I was rough around the edges, and I was like, damn, I gotta talk. And so that's what everything revolves around, guys. The success of your life would be how good you can communicate. And it's just, that's all it is. When you look at social media stars, popular people, they just have a way of talking that attracts people or unattracts people. Like most people, like with me, they just, I'm in the process of rebranding myself. Because everybody know me, with most people, they came up with this thing that I told them I was natty, so they ran with that. Then, I was just cocky in my videos, having fun, entertaining. So I was the villain. I am the villain still, right? And I'm fine with that because I know my position. And I'm grateful to be in that position. So yeah, don't quit, guys. I didn't quit, and I started winning overall shows. And I became a popular guy in the bodybuilding scene, right? But of course, I didn't take it all the way. I didn't get my pro card because that's when I had to stop. I didn't quit. I stopped because I knew my health would be at risk. And so that's why I didn't continue on with bodybuilding. I just started doing videos and social media because there was 1,000 times more money to be made with social media than bodybuilding. And like I say, I was fearful of dying or having a heart attack like I still did. But that was because of food, guys. They say now if you eat 2 to 3 top ramen per week, you got 60% chances of having a heart attack. I was eating 3 to 4 top ramen per day, 11 years of my life. Not counting when I was eating bad as a kid. I ate bad all my childhood. I was eating all fast food to put on weight, to get calories. Because I used to count calories when I was a kid. So I had to get 5,000 calories a day. That was non-negotiable for me as a kid. 5,000 calories every day by any means. And so that's what I did. So bam, we got that good apple juice right there. On hit, bro. It don't get no better than this right here. So yeah, guys, so I didn't quit in bodybuilding, so I was successful, man. So then, when I moved to LA in 2010, thank you for that, Matthew, much love. Back in 2010, I moved to LA after I won. So I did 5 bodybuilding shows my first year, guys. Today everyone struggles, but it's real for us blacks. Thank you, Brian. It's real for us blacks. It's real for everybody, bro. Like, people still stuck on that color shit. That shit corny now, bro. I come from a city, man, I hate to get it all detoured, but I come from a city where niggas killing niggas, bro. Like, blacks are racist towards blacks. And I don't know where y'all live at. I mean, hey. In Oakland, the Bay Area, we don't experience, only racism is from a black man. I seen an Instagram post the other day, a youngster was putting his bullets in his gun. Say, yeah, and he was black. He said, yeah, it's sad that these bullets is for other black motherfuckers. I'm not worried about white, Mexican, no, but these bullets for black people. And he was black. It's like, y'all, I don't know where y'all live, bro. Behind scenes, stay for the 199. Much love. But yeah, I don't, I've experienced some name calling twice in my life. I was in prison with skinheads, Aryans, Nazi lowriders. I was in the pen with all of them. Even they wasn't racist because if I had the dope, they would come buy the dope and shake my hand, and they wasn't even supposed to touch a nigga. Like, bro, they wasn't even racist. It was just a fucking game. You gotta learn how to play the game, bro. Y'all, that's the problem with black men, black women. Y'all too caught up in your emotions, bro. And that comes from how your parents raised you, how your environment, your friends, they got you like a, bro, it hit me the other day. I was driving, right? I'm like, guess what, y'all? We're robots. We're actually robots because we get programmed. Ivy Lee's, thank you for the 5, Perez, much love. So we get programmed as kids. So you got to think that brain, that's the circuit breaker of we robots, bro. Just straight up. And then if you can't unlearn, if you can't reprogram yourself, you caught up in what you've been taught. Just straight up, bro. I'm like, what? It just, like, I got a download from God, bro. I got goosebumps now. We're robots. And you're not, people talk about I'm free. You're not free until you unlearn all that you learned and start learning what's reality. You know what I mean? Like your parents taught you to be emotional. Your parents taught you to give up and quit. You know, like all this quitting is not godly. Fear is not godly. You see what I'm saying? So y'all gotta unlearn all that crap that you learned, man. Like, especially black people, man. It's like, just, bro, that shit over with, bro. You had a black president. What else more you want? You had a female vice president. What else more? Like, bro, y'all can't use that color shit no more, man. It's too many. Got billionaires that's black, and who gives a fuck, bro? I ain't never been. That's one thing God blessed me with. I never been caught up in that color shit, bro. Never. Especially me knowing that my ancestors was Indian. I had some white in my family. Like, how can I be fucking, like, bro, come on. It don't make sense. Make it make sense. What's your daily routine to help you not quit and keep going? It was God-given, bro. Like, me and Big Boy be having this conversation, and I was born like this, bro. Just straight up. When I was born, I just remember as a kid crying that I was about 5 years old because I didn't know how to read good yet. Like, I always wanted to excel, and that's the God in us, bro. When you realize, see, y'all haven't read the Bible, evidently. It says you are in the likeness of Him. You see what I'm talking about? So how can you be depressed or sad or quit if you in the likeness of God? Do you think God wants you to quit? Do you think God wants you, like, you are a part of Him? Like, bro, do you think God, like, come on, man. And that's what you got to remember too, is that God is always watching. I always knew that. And anytime I did anything going against what God had planned to me, I got spanked immediately, man. Y'all got to realize that wealth is spiritual. If you're not in tune with yourself, the universe, and God, you won't get wealthy. You won't get rich. You won't get wealthy. It's spiritual, bro. Y'all got to be in alignment with the rules and structure of the universe. I'm not sending anybody to prove my point. Thank you, bro. So yeah, man. So we just got to unlearn what we've been taught. We got this cilantro, parsley. We got to unlearn what we've been taught and don't quit, man. So yeah. A good one I got, a good point I got is, well, let me go to this. I want to go to something critical, guys. I want to go to something critical, man. So in 2017, 18, you know, me and my girlfriend, which is my wife now, we was like, damn, you know, I've been skeeting up in her. Why she ain't getting pregnant, man? And so I was like, man, must be the juice, the roids that's causing me not to get her pregnant. So we went to a fertility clinic. And this for all my fellas out there, especially guys that have low tests and sperm not healthy. And so we went to the fertility clinic and they told us, this is cilantro and parsley. They told me, bro, I had 0 sperm. And I was devastated. It's just like, I think that was probably the first time in my life I'm like, shit, what the fuck I'm living for if I can't have kids? And so the fertility doctor, Dr. Littman in Las Vegas, she was like, well, it's a possibility you could bring it back, but it's a 50-50 chance that you could bring your sperm back. And so they put me on, thank you, Jesus, much love. So they put me on Clomid and HCG, right? I got off all steroids. You guys can go look at the video, Why I Lost My Size. That video, that was like my, excuse me, my last super viral video to this date, actually. Good thing it got 10 million views. It's just me talking in my house at my home gym. And so, I think I do the celery now. So, yeah, so they told me 0, and so they put me on that. I couldn't be on no steroids, so I was off steroids for 2 years. And so after about 6 months, maybe 7, after me being on that stack of HCG and Clomid, I got my sperm, some sperm came back. And so when it came back, we froze it. And so that's how we was able to have my twins. We did IVF. And so I'm saying that to say that, you know, I could have quit on that process or not invested in, you know, bringing back up my sperm, whatever. But I was like, man, I'm going to be on this fucking protocol as long as I have to see if I get my sperm back. Because I could have quit after 90 days. You know, I could have quit after 60 days, you know, 120. But I was like, I'm going to keep going, man. So it's just about everything in life to be successful, happy. You can't quit. You can't quit, bro. Can't quit. If y'all have a vision of being wealthy and you got, I want to do this, you got to zone in, get tunnel vision and do it, man. You can't quit, bro. You know, same with, I got a lot of people that's in my program, my social media program, where I help people blow up their social media. All of them quit. Well, I got like 2 guys that been with me in my program for a year. But everybody else quit. It's like they want instant gratification. Keep the positive motion and please read Lou Chat. Please read Lou Chat. I don't know what you mean by that. So yeah, I can't read and cut and all that, bro. That ain't what I'm on here for. People that want to say something, you just give a don't know. I don't use HGH. I used HGH probably 1 year. And I was getting bunk HGH, so it wasn't something that I wanted to pay for. I like driving nice cars. I wasn't gonna pay $500 a month for something that, and more, but I was paying $500 a month when I could be riding in a Mercedes or something nice. I'm not one of those average, I believe in wealth over muscles. That's why my slogan is money and muscle. It should be money then muscle. That's what I should have named it. But yeah, I didn't do much HGH, maybe a year. And I knew it would enlarge your organs. And so that's why I didn't do it. You know, I know people trolling on here or whatever, but bro, it's just, life is serious at this, especially for me, bro. I'm 50 with kids, and I want to live another 50. So I don't have, that troll shit is corny to me now. Like, life is for real, bro. Like, y'all just got a lot of time on your hands. You got your mama and daddy and grandma must be paying your bills. When you get my age, you ain't got time for all those games, bro. Especially a motherfucker like me that almost died. Like, I don't have time for games and to be trolling. I got to bring people value. I got to be example to my kids how to be wealthy and rich, man. So it's no more, all that troll shit's corny to me now. Only time I really have fun like that is if I'm working out or something, doing an entertaining video. But when I'm doing these live streams like this is all for value for people, man. To learn and have somebody of my age bracket that almost died, that been through prison, experienced things in life, to give you guys game, man, and knowledge so you don't go down the wrong road, bro. All y'all fucking trolls and bots worried about is some steroids and supplements and like, bro, this is real life. That's only like that bodybuilding shit. That's only like, bro, 2% of the world care about that shit. Average people that they don't give a damn about no muscles and bodybuilding, HGH and trend and all that corny shit. But bam, what we got now? So yeah, guys, don't quit. Like I say, people in social media, like all y'all that's on here now, I appreciate you guys, but if you just wasting your time on social media, you're doing yourself and God a disservice. Even though I'm giving some game information, you could say, you're learning, you're in school right now, that's good. You're getting educated. But other than that, if you just on the internet watching entertainment and fuckery and all this, you wasting time, man. You could be learning a skill. You could be reading a book, doing something to enhance your lifestyle, to make more money, help you and your family out. So stop, you got to stop wasting a lot of time on social media. Unless you're learning. That's the key, man. Even me, like all I watch now on YouTube is Napoleon Hill, Jim Rohn, Myron Golden. I watch Wes Watson stuff, of course, Big Boy. I've been watching, what else I've been watching? That's basically it. I have been watching some bodybuilding stuff lately on nutrition. Just to see if there's any different of perspectives nowadays. Because I still do coach. I have my coaching. So I just want to make sure I stay sharp, with updated stuff. So we're doing the pineapple now, guys. Should I do let me decore it first. So yeah, guys, don't quit, man. That's my message for today. Only quitters quit, man. Everybody that's here, hey, you a winner, man, in my book, man. You know what I mean? You a winner in my book. Can't quit, brother. Because quitting is the devil. The devil is talk you into quitting. Right before you about to achieve your goals, boom, you quit. You don't want to be like that, man. Y'all gotta take pride and you got to give gratitude to God. And the only way you do that is by not quitting. Can't quit. Got to make sure I get those things off. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that's here, man. And we go keep rolling, man. We go keep rolling. I'm thinking about starting back up the family channel because me and my wife had started it years ago when I was in Vegas, Hyphy Family. So, now that the kids are older, because it's been a rough 5 years with these twins, man. I didn't know it was going to be this difficult. And so now that they I figure we could do the family one now. I started them a channel. I be posting shorts and stuff over there. Got some videos on Kylie and Brooke, YouTube. But I'm to the point now where I'm about to dive into another career. So I don't even, if they want to do YouTube, I'll leave it up to them. But if they don't want to, then I won't, have them do it. Because, at this point in life, unless they got a business or something where they need to promote on social media, it's kind of annoying. Social media. Of course, me, it's been my go-to, so I don't mind, but I don't know. We'll see if my kids want to do it. They doing it now just because I be like, oh, come here, or I'm going to film you right here. Because that's truthfully why I have my kids, guys, twins. Because I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get y'all on, I'm going to have some kids on YouTube. Because I've seen like Ryan's World and all these successful kid channels. I'm like, shit, I ain't going to have to work so hard. I can film and edit. I don't have to be in front of the camera no more. Because, guys, believe me, I never wanted to be famous or known. I've did too much bad stuff in my life. So I didn't want to be famous or known. I didn't take pictures. I got like teenage pictures. I probably got about 4 or 5. And that was when I went to grad night, when I went to my prom. I don't have no footage or pictures when I played football in high school or college. I wasn't into taking pictures because I had a gangster mentality. And I remember I did my first commercial. It was an Old Navy commercial. And you guys can Google Collie Muscle commercials and see all the popular ones out there. I did that Old Navy commercial. People was contacting me and my family I hadn't talked to in 15 years. And I was spooked, bro. Because I was a bad actor in the streets, guys, no cap. So I was spooked. Pineapple's so good. And if you type A blood type, pineapples are the go-to fruit for us. But it will, if you don't eat them right, they will mess with that butthole and your mouth. It'll irritate them. I remember I did 11 days on pineapple. My asshole was, whoo! But I got stupid shredded though. I was stupid shredded. So yeah, guys, that's my message with don't quit, man. Whatever you do, man. I know some of y'all in here want to unalive yourself. That's one thing I ain't never thought about. Unalive myself. I was always scared to die. That's why I would shoot first, stab first, hit a motherfucker in the mouth first. That was my worst fear, letting another man whack me, man. My worst fear. That's why I was always over aggressive. Didn't do no arguing. None of that. Yeah. Happy Saturday, everybody. Thank y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all hit that those 3 buttons up top right there. And hit that thumbs up if you like for your boy. I appreciate y'all, man. It's great to be back on live stream. Took a few days off of the live stream. Just, I don't want to overstay and oversaturate myself. Uh-oh, I think it's stuck, y'all. Yeah, so what happens is some celery or something gets stuck in there. So it get mushy. So yeah, it's some celery or something that's stuck in there. Oh, watch this. Let's see. Look at that. See that? Oh. That's why I think I need to do the celery last. I gotta start doing the celery last. Let's see, I think that might be it. Let's see. Let's see, baby. So there we had the miracle juice. Let's see, is it going through? Oh, I think I see some. It's not all the way opened up, but it's coming through a little bit. I would have to clean it all the way out. And I don't want to do that. But I'm gonna have to get it better than it is. See, there's nothing coming out of there, so that means it's stuck. Dog it. Let's see. I wish they had a little tool that can get up in there. Because if not, I'm gonna have to. That's what they need to make with this. A little tool that can get up in there. Let's see. Let's see. I just don't want to go all the way in it because if I do, some of that stuff go fall out. And it's just not gonna work. I'm gonna have to. I mean, some of it coming through. Let's see. Oh, it's coming through. Oh, there it go. Y'all see it? Oh yeah, come on through, boy. My son came home with this crazy little sickness about, had to be over 2 weeks ago. Let me see, y'all. Whole gallon. So all those ingredients made a whole gallon. We had a pineapple, and we had a little container of pineapple. We had 10 green granny apples. We had 4 cucumbers, 2 stalks of celery. We had cilantro, parsley. Damn, still ain't coming through. I need the rest. It's stuck again. Oh, it's pushing through. Oh yeah, push through, baby. Push through, baby. It's going through. Oh yeah, there it is. Y'all see it? There it is. Let's go. Yo, it's funny on these live streams when they get posted, like they be having crazy numbers, 3, 4, 500,000. So when people, what YouTube did is they don't let people see all you guys' comments no more. They used to let people see it, but I guess it takes up bandwidth or whatever, so they stopped it. So when people come on these videos, they're like, oh, he bought views. I'm like, bro, I've never bought views in my life, man. I come from the old school where everything was organic. So views to me, I mean, it's nice, whatever, but it don't even matter to me no more like that. It's not, and I always said this, and I was always in a position where social media wasn't a precursor for me getting wealth. Like it was just like, okay, I do YouTube, but all the money go to videographers. Like it was always, only thing I used to profit off of was supplements when I had my supplement cover. Wondering if you could still pose your top 3 favorite bodybuilding what? Wonder if you could still pose your top 3 bodybuilding poses. I don't understand what you're saying, brother. We have a language barrier right there. Thank you for the dono. Can I still pose my top 3 poses? Yeah, I pose every day. Most muscular, double bi, and rear double bi. Those are my 3 favorite. Guess that's it, guys. Still some pushing through. Yeah, I guess that's it. Whole gallon, baby. Now the worst part is cleaning up. So man, that's it, guys. I want to say much love to everybody, bro. Hey, so today was talking about don't give up, don't quit, don't you dare quit. And that's what it's about, man. Don't quit. It just don't take life for granted because it can be over with in a flash. What kind of juicer is that? It's the Nama J2. Thank you for the don't know. It's the Nama Nama J2. I see they got a bigger one. I'm gonna end up getting the bigger one. This one is 500. The bigger one I think is 699, 700. But bro, if you don't want to spend that much money, go on my TikTok, Real Kali Muscle. Go to my showcase, type in juicers, and I got like 4 different juicers that cost. I got it at 600 something, almost 700. Bro, 5 times less. Only like $100, $89 to do the same thing. I actually got them over here. I actually got some over there I can show you. But yeah, I you know, unless you're a baller, got money, I would recommend this. If not, go to my TikTok. If it was people with money that want to invest in a juicer, definitely get this. And that's another thing. Y'all got to stop being cheap with yourself for things that you really need. Woo! Ginger. I need to put ginger in there. But I got those ginger shots. So much love to everybody. Thank you guys for stopping by. Hey, I just want to tell you guys, don't you dare quit, man. Much love to you guys. See you on the next one.